What is going on, guys? We're back here today, and today we're doing another ranking video. This tier vid thing is now the new craze, but I'm not alone, right? So we're gonna be ranking all of the Generation 1 Pokemon, all the fully evolved, like just the competitively viable ones. But I couldn't do this alone. Some of these mons, Jigglypuff, etc. This is before my time, so I had to enlist the help. Pokemon expert VKC.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm the help.
Pokemon expert, one of my OGs. So people have been asking for us to collab, even though we have before. VKC has been on my channel as early as 2014. If you know, you know. But we're here today to talk about some of these Gen 1 Pokemon. We figured this would be a cool video because all these mons have been around for 8 gens. And it would just be kind of cool to compare them to each other throughout the gens, see which stayed the best, which didn't really have any impact. Definitely go check out BKC, guys. He has so much content from all the gens. Plays different generations than me, so if you're not really that interested in Generation 8 OU, you should definitely check him out. A lot to learn, a lot of interesting content.
Please do. And I'm mostly here because I'm really old, so I know the super early gens that Blunder doesn't touch.
That's true, hey, but that's a legend. If you have my cosign, you are a legend. Okay. Okay, so I guess let's just hop right into this. We have a lot of mons to go through.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Venusaur, number 1.
So Venusaur in Gen 1, I'll just give the overview. In Gen 1, it sucks because it's just entirely worse than Victreebel. And then Gen 2, it also sucks in OU, but it's too strong for UU. So it also sucks. Then in Gen 3 OU, it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've seen it in Gen 3 OU. It's pretty, it can play some good support.
It's really annoying. It's very unique in what it does, because Sleep, Powder, and Leech Seed together are really devastating. And that gives it the edge over Celebi.
Really good too, right? So
Sleep is just a big deal. Yeah. So then in Gen 4, it had a niche in OU, but it was like the best in UU. It was top 2 at worst, and usually considered number 1. Then in Gen 5, it's so good with Chlorophyll that it gets Chlorophyll banned pretty much. So, yeah. And then Gen 6 and 7, its Mega is really nasty.
Mega was nasty. It came and went in terms of how good it was, but it was always something that could 6-0 your team at preview. It was one of those mons. If you couldn't kill it, you're so screwed.
You could very much be weak to it if you weren't careful.
Yeah.
Like, if you kept switching Torn Tea into it with Rocks Up and eating Sludge Bombs, you were boned.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Yeah, because it could really pack a punch. The Mega one had like 120 special attack. That's like a really underrated thing. Yeah, that thing was actually
for a defensive Pokemon. That's a lot.
Yeah, and its stab moves are so good. It could still run hit and Power Fire, knock off Earthquake. Coverage was good in general.
It has in addition to knockoff, it has Leech Seed, and it's really easy to get that going because Ferrothorn doesn't want to switch into it. Clefable doesn't want to switch into it. So.
Yeah, and then in Gen 8, it's really strong again now with Chlorophyll, and even I had a lot of success using defensive to beat Zero Aura and Conkeldurr. That's like a more fun set, but it's definitely not like bad. Like, it's not garbage at all.
I played a Chlorophyll set and it just destroyed me.
Yeah, Chlorophyll is disgusting right now with Volleyball. Like,
I couldn't believe it.
Dude, it's such a threat. Like, you run into these standard teams and they have nothing for it. It's a nasty mon. But yeah, Venusaur is one of the best ever. Seriously.
I think you put it in A for now. You can move it up later.
Yeah. We got our boy Charizard, another super classic staple of the game.
So Gen 1, it's completely nonsense. Like, some people will say it can use Swords Dance, but it can't.
It can't.
Not if you're trying to win, anyway.
Not if you're trying
then in Gen 2, it's a really good belly drummer.
Yeah, I've seen that threat. Hey, yo, you know that well. You know that well. You've used.
I was winning with it before I lost to it.
That's true. That's true. So, that's what I mean. But
yeah, belly drum Zygarde is really good. Gen 3, it's really nasty for a number of reasons. It's fast. It hits the common Scarm, Pert, Bliss, T-Tar cores really hard. And then, yeah, it's really, really nasty. Then Gen 4, it famously blows.
I've never even seen a Charizard in like Gen 4.
It's good in NU, but that's NU. And then Gen 5, it's the exact same thing. It's good in NU. One of the best, actually.
It's actually one of the best in NU.
But it's NU, so, who cares?
Gen 6, it becomes God.
Yeah. They weren't sure that we would understand that they really like Charizard, so they made sure to give it 2 Mega Evolutions.
Dude, that's so funny. After 2 gens of being NU, they just gave it 2 insane forms.
I mean, one would have been more than enough to jack it up to OU, but
Yeah, Zard X was already an insane creation, but then they turned one into Groudon. Yeah, looking back, like, Gen 6 Charizard, like, I feel like back when I used to play Gen 6 as the main gen, I wouldn't use Charizard too much, because I didn't like the way you had to support it. But as a standalone mon, it's just so, it just does too much. Like,
it's one of those Pokemon that you have to support a lot.
Yeah,
but then once you actually get it on the field, you're like, oh my god, this thing is such a threat.
It's such a fun mon to use. It covers so many mons. It can kill so much. It's such a sick creation.
Like, there's nothing like being weak to Zard Y, because there's no, I'm going to dance around this Pokemon's attack. It will kill all your stuff.
You will lose, yeah. If you don't have, like, a decent switch into Zard Y, you just lose. Like, one Keldeo or whatever, you're going to lose.
And there's, like, no good switch-ins to Zard Y, so...
Yeah, that thing is such an underrated threat. That's one
and even Zard X is just such a monster, because everyone goes, oh, I'll counter it with my Scarf Lando, and my Slowbro that can't actually hurt it, and then it DBs
like Ice Beam Slack off Slowbro, and they just lose to it, so it's tough.
Yeah.
And even in Gen 7, Zard is worse, but it's still quite strong. In fact,
honestly, it's weird.
I use Zard X a lot in Gen 7 compared to 6, but I use Y.
Zard Y in Gen 7, I feel like its good matchups are even better. Like, they're more automatic, because it has more victims, like the Tapus and Megira.
And it's also
but then its worst matchups are worse, because Toxapex is unkillable, and and Megalodios is really good, too. So.
And Megalodios. I would also say that it's good in Gen 7 because it supports its team, Zard Y.
Yeah.
Like, you see those triple fire teams with Heatran and Victini.
Yeah. I was the first to come up with one of those triple fire teams. I was the first, and there's proof of that.
But that's an amazing team.
So dangerous. Like, have you tried switching into a Heatran in Sun? Like, it wasn't already tough enough to counter? And
I like that
it's easier to
aspect a lot.
in Gen 7.
It's like
Charizard
Sun teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Defogging is really easy. Hell, Zard can even defog itself viably, so...
Oh, you're right. And even in Gen 8, it's not terrible in OU. Like, you got access to Hurricane.
Are Charizard, Venusaur, Sun teams viable in OU?
Yeah, they are viable, I'd say. Charizard is extremely strong. And again, there's no Heatran, so there's no switch. Like, the only problem, I'd say, is Solar Power taking your HP, which, I mean, obviously, right, because you're so strong.
Yeah.
That can be
Don't you just run Choice Specs and say, fuck it?
Yeah, so Sun, you should run Specs, and even... Joey had a team in Rain using Hurricane, which I think is cool, too, but...
Charizard gets Hurricane?
Yeah, it gets Hurricane now, which is so
Jesus
strong.
Christ.
It's so strong. It'd be like
that's insane.
Nearly like one hit KO Seismitoad and stuff like that. Like, it's very strong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, and I like Zard X in Gen 7 too, because it really likes the terrains.
Oh yeah. Benefits
and Density.
Yeah.
And it's so basically you have to put Zard in. Is it overreaching to put it in S? I don't think so.
I don't think so for now. We can just keep it in S for now. Like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels hard to not put it in there, given how strong it was.
When I did my starters list, I think I put it in A with Venusaur, but I guess we're comparing it to everything, so let's keep saying. Okay, Blastoise. Yeah. So Blastoise is obviously worse than these guys. It never really had a time to shine in OU.
Yeah. But it was really good in UU for like
every gen
4, 3, 4, 5 for 4 straight generations from 2 to 5.
And even the Mega was great in lower tiers in 6 and 7.
Feels very much like a B tier Pokemon to me.
He's like a super team player type mon, you know?
He
just does what he does. You need that spin, you need that whatever, it'll happen, you know? It's like Swampert in that sense, but he's not as good as Swampert. You think B?
Yeah. And he, in the tiers he ended up in the last couple of generations in RU, I think?
Yeah.
UU in Gen 6, RU in Gen 7, then he was like one of the best. So I think he's like very firmly B, especially in comparison to the other guys we're going to have here.
Alright, so that's nice. We got all these guys 1, 2, 3. That's pretty funny. Okay, Butterfree. So this thing is pretty infamously a piece of shit. But I mean, like, I guess you can say Sleep Powder's good, Compound Eyes is good, but like
those are good traits, but they're not good on Butterfree because it's Butterfree.
They belong to Butterfree, so you gotta. I mean, you gotta of course look at the highlights, but that's about it, right? It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Stun Spore, Tailwind. I don't know if it gets T-Spike.
Doesn't it have like some niche in Gen 8 VGC or something?
Yeah, I think because it has a G Max. But I mean, we're out here playing singles. Fuck that. All right, we're putting it in F.
So
I've literally never seen somebody use this, so there's no rate to like rate it. Okay, the B. I love the B.
Well, he sucks until he gets a Mega.
He sucks until he gets a Mega, and even that's like only good sometimes. But
in UU, yeah.
UU. But no. I lost to it. I don't know if you remember, but in 2015,
I do. Amir
lost
used
to that
it.
Magnezone shit. And Magnezone V-Drill is strong in both gens. I remember.
Yeah, until you face Gliscor.
I remember Ben gave me this team. It was Magnezone, V-Drill, Alakazam in Gen 7, and I had a lot of fun with that too. I mean, yeah, it's no top tier threat, but it can definitely be.
It's not bad, but that's the only thing it really has going for it.
And it was straight unviable for 5 gens straight. Like not even.
Feels like an E, maybe a D. But
I think D.
I guess you can D for now. Yeah.
D for now, yeah, because it was just so horrendous in tiers 1 through 5 and 8 that you can't put it any higher just because of 2 gens of being average.
Yeah.
What is this, Pidgeot?
Pidgeot got banned from Gen 6 UU once it got a Mega, so it feels at least like it's got to be as good as Beedrill, if not a little higher.
I think it's similar to Beedrill in the sense that no viability from 1 through 5 or 8, but 6 and 7 it had something. I would agree that it was You think it's better than Beedrill or the same as Beedrill?
I guess for now you can put it as the same as Beedrill because technically it feels a little better. Yeah, but I don't know if I'd put it a whole step up. You know?
Yeah, true. It doesn't do any like certain support or like crazy offense. It's like similar. I don't know. I agree with you. We'll just put it ahead of it for now in the sense of D tier. Okay, Eradicate. I don't think I've ever.
Again,
it's like a Guts. I think it's trash, right?
It has Flame. I saw it in some like Gen 4 NU battles because it has Flame Wheel, which is it's more cool than it is good.
Yeah.
And in Gen 1, it can use Super Fang, which in theory with high crit rate Hyper Beam is really good for finishing stuff off.
Oh, not bad.
But it's still Eradicate, and it can't switch into anything, and it's frail and ruined by status.
Garbage. I know that garbage learns Blizzard and stuff like that. It's like a funny. But
I guess you could put it with Butterfree.
I think
maybe a little. No, put it with Butterfree.
I think it is with Butterfree, right? Yeah, I think it's with Butterfree. Okay. What is this?
Fearow is actually not bad in the lower tiers.
Yeah, Fearow is not bad. It's one of those birds that just does the choice band nuke type thing, and it's like decent at it as far as normal flyings go.
I think it's probably C. Well, I guess the thing with Fearow is that it's a worse Dodrio.
Yeah, that's true. Would you put it in D? I don't think it's a C.
I think you have to put it in D because it's better to put it too low than too high.
True. Alright, I'll put it D for now. Okay, Arbok.
I wish Arbok was better. Poison type with
Arbok was better too, because the moves it has are very clean as well.
An Intimidate Poison type that soaks up T-Spikes and spams Glare.
Yeah, Coil, Gong Shot. This man was a Zygarde. Too bad.
It feels.
He feels so powerful when you get him in those Battle Factory games. He feels so powerful.
Right? Well, I feel like you could put him in E.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause he'll do that. Yeah, he'll beat you in lower tiers every now and then with his Coil rest bullshit.
In like the lowest of the lower tiers, which is more than you can say for Butterfree and Eradicate.
True, those two will probably never see you. Okay, Raichu, interesting man. They really gave this thing so much stuff over the years. They gave it its own Z move. They gave it an Alolan form. Like
they gave it Surf,
Extreme Speed. Yo, they really be gifting it a lot of stuff.
And it's still not enough to make it good.
It's still not enough to make it good. It's always like, it's okay in the lower tiers, and they have given it so many gifts in terms of like the electric terrain, its Surge Surfer ability, to add it on Psychic, but I still think it's pretty ass. I think it's like E to end of D. What do you think?
I know that it's viable in Gen 4 UU because everything is viable in Gen 4 UU, which is why it's such a great tier.
Fair enough.
And it got banned from GSC NU. Yeah, I know, GSC NU.
Yeah. And how many mons are in that tier? I would guess a lot, because a lot are shit.
Yeah, there's like Ghastly and shit. But I guess you could put it in D.
Yeah, I think
D feels out there.
Yeah,
like it can actually do stuff. It has Nasty Plot and good speed. Technically, it is viable in GSC OU, like barely. It's like a really shitty Raikou, but it has Encore, which is really nice because you can mess up curse stuff. So
that's pretty cool.
just for that, then
It's always one of those mons that has like the offensive threat capability, but it's like unfortunately always too short, no matter what generation you're playing or like what tier you're playing. I think D is pretty good for now.
Yeah, it doesn't help that all the cool stuff goes to Pikachu instead of Raichu.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, Sandslash is actually pretty decent. I feel like it's not bad at all. It had Gen 4 viability.
Sandslash feels like a C Pokemon.
Yeah, Gen 5 Sandrush was not bad. I remember I had success with that shit way back in 20 whatever when Black White 2.
Whenever Extra was banned, yeah.
Whenever Extra was banned. Gen 6, I didn't use it. The Alolan form isn't bad though. I think it is very clearly a C rank mon. You're right.
Yeah. And then Gen 1, it's actually not bad at all. I mean, it's not great, but like, there's a reason some good players sometimes mess with it because it has good qualities. It's fast. It's faster than Exeggutor, has Swords Dance. Gen 2, it's actually legit as hell in OU. It takes some work, but it really powers through stuff. It's like a weaker, faster Marowak with leftovers.
One of those defensive mons. I mean, not one of those defensive mons. One of those mons that just like it does its support role, and it almost always does it. You know. So,
yeah.
I like that.
So then it was good in the lower tier, so I think it definitely deserves a C.
Fair enough. Okay, here we got Nidoqueen.
Hell yeah.
One of the best goats.
Nidoqueen not good in Gen 1, but in Gen 2, then it's the best Pokemon in UU. You can even mess around with it in OU with defensive sets.
For sure.
Then Gen 3, it's kind of in limbo, but it's not bad. It's just not like
you just don't see it too much. I feel like
Pokemon you're aware of.
Yeah.
But then in Gen 4, it's amazing in OU.
Yeah, I see it a ton with the Protect T-Spikes. And then
infuriating Pokemon. And it's good in UU and it's great in NU, so hell yeah. And then Gen 5, it got banned from RU because it destroyed the tier, and then it was one of the best Pokemon. Actually, no, it didn't even get banned. It naturally rose to UU because it was such a good Pokemon.
Just such a good mon, support-wise and sheer force.
It was an offensive support poke, my favorite kind, and it was just it was really reliable. So
using Rock's Heatran. That's how it felt like to me. I remember back in the day.
Exactly. There's a Rock's Heatran that saved off fighting.
It was still great in 7 and 8, like.
In 6, I thought it actually wasn't bad. Like, if you want to use Nidoqueen in OU, it has T-Spikes, it messes with Clef, it's not the worst. I know there's Nidoqueen, but it's defensive, so... Alright,
I think it's B. I think it's a very clear Blastoise type.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I would even say it's a little better than Blastoise, but I don't know if we can put it on
better than Blastoise
level yet.
Okay.
We might... Maybe we can even move it up at the end, but for now, I think it's B.
For sure. Okay, we got Nidoking.
Bad in Gen 1, amazing in Gen 2 OU.
Very amazing in
Gen 2. Mess with it in Gen 3, but it's one of the best Pokemon in Gen 2, which I think is one of the reasons Gen 2 is so cool. Gen 4, it's not really good in OU, but it's great in UU.
Yeah.
Gen 5, it's good in UU, but I think it kind of got forgotten.
Yeah,
and then
it's not even bad in Gen 5. Like, OU.
No.
It's not even bad in Gen 5 OU. It's just, like, it's hard to pull off, but it's definitely not bad. It's just
hard to say I really want to be using this thing.
But you can definitely, it's definitely not bad. And there are times, but in a tournament, I don't think it's worth it. But it's not a bad mon, you know what I mean? It's like a Hacksaw type pick. I don't know. It's good, though. Like, it's not a bad pick. In 6,
and then in Gen 6, it's like legit.
Yeah, it's super legit in Gen 6. It becomes one of the best in OU. And it is UU, right? It's not BL.
Yeah, it's UU.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But I remember those Volturn teams abusing Nidoking in the beginning of ORAS, and those were very dangerous to run into.
Those were disgusting.
Yeah, Nidoking was very cool in Gen 6. Gen 7, even in Gen 7, it did have some usage.
I feel like people should have used Nidoking more than they did, because if you look at the Gen 7 metagame, it destroys everything. Toxapex and Magearna, it murders them, and it even absorbs Toxapex's T-Spikes. The Tapus get shredded. I mean, Bulu, forget it. Forget it. Coco evolves Coco, so I thought it was a really underrated Pokemon. It outspeeds Heatran. It's hard to switch into with Torn and shit. You can't even get... Yeah, so I think it's good.
No, I agree with you. Definitely underrated mon. I'd say
probably a B.
B, right? Yeah, it's just with these guys. I'd say it's all-time worse than Nidoqueen or better. I'd say worse, right? What do you think?
I think it's really neck and neck.
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like it just doesn't have the support.
No, Nidoking's a little better because I think it has more generations of OU viability.
That's fair. The whole Gen 2 being one of the best is important.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So.
Okay, so.
And it was also good in 6, whereas Nidoqueen's only real OU gen was 4, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Clefable, the favorite. Okay, so Gen 1, it's bad, right?
Just say S?
S? I guess it should just be S, because it's completely broken in 6, 7, and 8. And then 4, it's right? 5?
It's incredible in 4, yeah.
5, it's...
And even in 5, it's amazing in RU, so...
Yeah, it's a balanced staple. And then what about 1, 2, 3? Does it have any purpose?
Yes, actually. In 1, it's one of the better non-OU Pokemon you could use. It's got great traits. It's got Sing, it's got T-Wave, Counter, Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Stab, Hyper Beam, Body Slam. You can even go Mega Kick.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's definitely not a bad Pokemon. Like, it's not like you're throwing if you bring it.
Sure.
Once in a while, of course. I wouldn't use it consistently.
Yeah.
And then in 2, it is used with Belly Drum, believe it or not, and it's really dangerous if it pulls it off. It's because it has automatic recovery, so the idea is you Belly Drum and then you immediately heal back up. And it's fast, it's got a good stat in return, you can have good coverage in Fire Blast so Skarmory doesn't wall you. So, yeah, it's potentially a really dangerous poke. So, you have to put it in S. Roll in OU, good in OU, don't worry about it in Gen 3. Really good in Gen 4 to the point where some people actually want to ban it. I think that's too much, but it's amazing. And then Gen 5, good in RU, but forget about it. And then the next 3 gens is just incredible. So, yeah, S for sure.
Easy S, I think. Yeah, support-wise, it's just too good. And just throughout multiple generations. Okay, Ninetales, Sun Starter. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting mon, right? Gen 4, it was good in what, NU, right? Or what tier was it? Was it UU?
Gen 4 was UU.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wound up in NU, but it was used in UU sometimes because it had Hypnosis and Nasty Plot. And the Energy Ball, which meant it had good coverage without having to use Hidden Power.
Yeah.
So, in theory, yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Gen 5, it was OU by starting Sun.
It had it's a Alolan form do some stuff in Gen 7.
That's true. The Veil is very good. It's a C-Mon,
So,
I think. What do you think? I think it's very flatly C to me.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the D guys.
Yeah, because it can set up Sun, it can set up Hail, and it can set up Aurora Veil, right? So like all those support options are just too good. And the fact that he just does it by switching in is good, because Ninetales itself is kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Stat-wise and all that. But the speed, the speed is also really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
109 on the Alolan.
And in Gen 5, I'll give it some credit, it was more annoying than, you would sometimes believe.
True.
Like, it would roar out your sweep or whatever. So.
And Sun teams in general were just really nasty, especially in that Dugtrio era.
Yeah.
Okay. Wigglytuff.
So, seems fair. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know what Wigglytuff does, dude. I know it has competitive as the ability. Stealth Rock, Hyper Voice, Dazzling Gleam, Fire Blast. That's a Battle Factory set. Is this F?
Wait, sorry, what's the poke?
Wigglytuff. I think it's F.
Wigglytuff? No, yeah. I don't know about F because it becomes a fairy type, but I think it's definitely on par with Arbok.
Alright, we'll put it at the end of E then, because I know that thing is whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not F because it's not unusable, because it's like a really shitty Clefable, and sometimes that can be enough.
Well, yeah,
right?
Sure.
But it's
you're right. Sometimes like just the ability to get up the rocks, get off the Healing Wish, whatever is just worth it.
Resist fighting, it'll be.
Okay. Next mon is Golbat. So this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's the epitome of passive when he's defogging.
Very easy to take advantage of this mon.
But, I mean, he has his role. I think he's probably C. Well, okay. I don't know, because he has his role in, like, a generation or two of NU, and then in the rest, he's just unusable garbage. So, honestly, I would probably put him more in D.
I think D is fair. We'll put him, Okay.
I mean, it's a Golbat. The best thing it does is defog.
True, there's no other like you can talk about that curse stuff, but that doesn't really. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Vileplume. Okay, so this is a pretty decent support option as well.
Vileplume is like a diet Venusaur, but it's really good.
It's damaging sometimes.
Yeah. So in like the end use, it's really nasty.
Yeah, I would honestly say it's at the top of D.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's very clearly the best Pokemon among those guys.
Yeah, but it's definitely not C level support.
Put it in C.
Huh? What'd you say?
Maybe it could even be C. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't feel good putting it on the same level as Ninetales.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we put Ninetales to B. What do you think about that? Because Ninetales support is just so good, so I wouldn't mind putting Ninetales in B. And then
Ninetales support is good, but it's also unreliable because
Ninetales itself is bad. So there is that.
Yeah, and the abusers have a lot of flaws. Like they're all Stealth Rock weak, or they're Grass types, which is great.
Which is inherently bad. Yeah, very fair.
Yeah.
Okay, true. Okay, Parasect. So Spore.
Well, it counters Kyogre once in Gen 4 numbers, and until they know you have a Parasect and use Ice Beam.
Ice Beam and fry it. Typing is so funny. Bug Grass is the funniest typing ever. This shit makes no sense, dude. Okay.
Yeah, I think you just. I mean, I don't know if it's Butterfree tier. I think it fits more with Arbok and Wigglytuff at the end of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, Venomoth. This guy's actually pretty cool. Venomoth has always been an interesting mon. Tinted Lens, Quiver Dance, access to Bug Buzz, Roost, even as the Z move now in the Gen 7. What do you think about that?
Venomoth definitely has some interesting qualities. I remember in Gen 5 UU when it had Broken Sleep and Quiver Dance, and
it had Baton Pass, right?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was broken shit when it had a Baton Pass. I forgot about that. Oh my god. I remember I took over UU with that.
It's like if Volcarona had a Sleep move and Baton Pass.
Yeah.
And its Bug Buzz couldn't be resisted.
It's never, if you run into Venomoth, you're never going to be like, okay, it's just Venomoth. Like, it's always annoying. It's always annoying, I think. Unless you have like a Heatran or Celesteela.
Venomoth technically even has a role in Gen 4 OU because it's just as fast as Roserade, and it has Sleep Powder and Toxic Spike, so it can basically be a lead Roserade, and you can.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you'd use another Roserade, but it has. I think it's better versus lead Machamp. So. That's an actual role. Just for that, I kind of even want to put it in, I guess the top of D.
You don't think C?
C might be fair.
The end of
C might be fair.
I think end of C.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Yeah, I think you can pull off a lot with Venomoth, like you were saying. All right, our favorite, Dugtrio, GOAT. I guess he's S compared to everybody, just because he's been banned 4 straight gens. Like, what do you think?
Wait, sorry, you lagged.
Sorry.
What?
Dugtrio. I was saying it's just automatic S. It's been
you have to S it.
Yeah,
it's been 5 it's banned, 6 it's banned, 7 it's banned, 8 it's banned.
Yeah.
And it's amazing in 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, Doug, there's just no contest. Even if it's garbage in the other ones, it doesn't matter because it's amazing in 3. It's still great in 4, and then it's busted in 5 through 8. So there's no debate. It's honestly better than Clef, when you're comparing it like that. But Clef is just so... It is better than Clef then, technically, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, right? It has to be, yeah. Okay, Persian.
Good in RBY. It has like an actual role.
People actually use it.
And then in Gen 2 it sucks. Gen 3 it sucks even in UU.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 4 it has a niche because it has Nasty Plot and Technician and Swift and Water Pulse.
All that shit, yeah. It's cool.
But
doesn't exist really in 5.
No.
6
and has a Alolan form, which kind of doesn't do anything. As cool as Parting Shot is with
as
Z.
As cool as the concept is of like a defensive dark type Persian, it doesn't do much. I think he's a very easily D.
Yeah. It's not like pure garbage, but it's not.
Would you put him between Raichu and Fearow, or between? Where would you put him? Ranked among the
I
other
would
guys?
put him probably after Vileplume because I think he's had similar levels of success historically.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like he's actually been in OU before.
Yeah, and that's a big deal.
So.
True. Okay, Golduck. This thing's art looks so whack. Cloud9 Golduck. What do you think? I've never used this thing before, so
technically as a niche,
And what?
Technically, in OU, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In Gen 1, sorry.
Oh, okay.
And with Amnesia.
Damn. Is it good?
Not really, but and then it kind of disappears
I've
off the
never
face.
seen it except in Battle Factory. I guess he's E or F, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess there's Cloud9 stuff, but
It's just like
I mean, it feels kind of harsh. But I guess he is like Arbok, but better.
okay.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he's good in E. He has some usages, but like
he seems like he would be better than he is, right?
Yeah,
like he's
yeah,
a water type, he's got good stats and Calm Mind.
Calm Mind.
He's actually really good in Gen 3 UU, but I just don't think that's enough.
Yeah, I agree. There's just it's one of those mons where you're never like Golduck is the pick here, and that alone is enough to just cancel it. Okay, Primate. This thing is cool. I mean, I only really remember the Choice Scarf and Choice Band set in various lower tiers. It kind of disappeared when Passimian came around. And Passimian completely overshadowed this mon and just deleted it literally from history. So what do you think? It's like a D to me.
Well, it's okay. Look, Primate is the only Pokemon so far that has had a niche in Ubers, because in Gen 4 it has Vital Spirit and it switches into Darkrai. And it threatens it out with Scarf. Nothing else does that. And it U-turns. Not even Heracross can U-turn.
Okay, that is true.
So, and it's had its niche. So, just for that alone, I feel like, and the fact that it's a strong fighting type, I feel like,
and it is one of those OGs who did it's just the whole U-turn, close combat, all you need to click type mons. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think D for sure.
D.
Nothing else so far has ever been useful. Or really useful in Ubers.
Okay, Arcanine. Because this guy's always been fun. Always been
so cool.
UU staple.
One of the best in Gen 4 UU. And then he just kind of got overshadowed in the later gens, which sucks. But
no, he's finally good in 8 because of heavy duty boots and Intimidate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've had some success. It was better in meta, obviously. But no, it's not bad though. I've had some success. Because boots just make it so hard to kill, right? Because Arcanine in general with Intimidate.
It feels like a C, right? Like it's got to be on par with.
It feels like a C.
Ninetales and Venomoth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm being a little harsh or a little soft on it.
A little soft, but you also got to think like offensively and defensively, it's just inherently better than all the other guys, even if he doesn't have the core moves to do it. And he has recovery, which he's actually able to pull off pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, wait, we forgot. Arcanine fucking had a roll on Gen 7 stall because it owned Mawile.
Oh, that's true. And CTC loved using that shit.
Automatic C.
Even
automatic C.
Genesect, they walled that in Gen 6 too. CTC stall. Okay, Wrath. Poliwrath is not bad.
Pretty cool. I mean, like for a lower tier.
Yeah.
I guess it feels more like a top tier D to me.
100%. I put it right behind Gloom.
You mean Vileplume?
Vileplume, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems fair. I mean, it seems like it has better traits than it actually does. And like, it can be used in Gen 1 OU. It has like this weird niche with Hypnosis and Amnesia and Counter.
Yeah.
Not all the same set, just those are some of its options. But it's, I don't know. Other than Baton Pass stuff with Damp, then I can't say I've actually seen it be too successful. Well, technically, I remember it. No, I'm reaching. Yeah.
Alright, we have the GOAT, Alakazam. S. Easy.
Gen 1, one of the best. Gen 2,
he's very good in Gen 2 still, right?
Gen 2, he's not really that good, but he has a niche at least.
He can be scary to read too.
Yeah, Gen 3, same. Gen 4, okay, not really that good here, unless you're really, really trying and get him on a really good day and a really good matchup. But in UU, he's a terror. Gen 5, I think
he's the best offensive mon in 5, and it has been the best for like years now.
He defines that.
I literally don't think you should run Sands without Zam anymore. Well, I felt like that. Well, you know me, I always use your old Zam Sand teams, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's.
You always say, I feel like you should never use this without that for like 2 weeks.
I always say that with Sand. I was like, dude, if I'm using Sand, I just have to have Scarm and Zam. Otherwise, I'm not using Sand.
But yeah, Zam is the truth. It's so fast and so
good.
strong.
Black White is
Just
just so
warps
good.
everything.
Yeah.
I feel like Zam is one of the reasons that all-out offense, like HO, Dragonite, Volcarona, Scizor, Smurf type shit, stopped being good because they could be countered by Saj Zam so easily.
True.
So
I agree with you.
So then he's good. Gen 6, he's a fucking monster.
Beast in Gen 6 and Beast in Gen 7 too.
Absolute monster. Is he released in Gen 8?
No, not yet.
Well, he's going to be a monster because
he'll be nasty then too. Zam is so good.
You gotta S it.
Yeah,
there's
I put him above Zard. Is it better than Clef all time throughout 8? I think so.
That's really.
Well,
that's
no,
really
actually,
hard.
No, I don't think so. Cause
no, I think he's right behind it.
Yeah, it is behind it because Clef is more broken in 6 through 8 than Zam.
Clef has 4 generations where, 3 generations where people have genuinely wanted to ban it.
Exactly.
And then Gen 7, he was still really good. So. I guess whereas Zam has had 4 really good generations of OU, so I guess that's on par with Clef, but they've only wanted to ban Zam
Clef's
once,
better.
maybe twice. So it's neck and neck, but yeah.
Champ, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, this guy feels like
a B to me.
Yeah, he's definitely Venusaur tier. Because Gen 1, he's the best of a bad role. Like, fighting types are bad in Gen 1 because they get almost permanently walled by Psychics. But Machamp has good coverage in Earthquake and Rock Slide. And his attack set is the highest, so he can actually Hyper Beam, stuff like Weaken Starmie, pretty effectively. So if you're going to use a gimmick like a fighting type, then Machamp is actually decent at it. Gen 2, he's a fucking terror. Gen 3, he's actually really good. He's one of the better underrated fighting types. Gen 4, he's a monster, of course.
Gen 4 lead.
Then Gen 5, they completely shit on him by introducing Conkeldurr.
Yeah, that was tough. But still a threat in lower tiers. And
yeah. And Gen 6, I feel like when he got Assault Vest, he got new life and then he got Heavy Slam for fairies. So
yeah, even CTC gave me this great OU team. You know, obviously we were running fun stuff when recording, but it was a really good team. Assault Vest, Machamp, Dynamic Punch, Heavy Slam. Like, it was able to put in work. Machamp's always had good natural bulk.
Yeah, I mean it's not like it can switch into attacks, but it can take almost any one attack.
Like, I remember Machamp like always can take a Draco, like not Specs.
Yeah,
take a Draco and like Revenge. I remember.
Yeah, I mean you need something like Specs Heatran Overheat, modest Specs Heatran. Yeah, well, I guess it's fine too. To even come close. So
where'd you put this guy?
B seems fair. He's definitely on par with Venusaur.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was such a GOAT in the lead matchup game too, which is very important.
Oh, wait, did I say B?
Oh, you meant A, I mean, so right behind Venusaur, you think?
Yeah. Well, actually...
No, I kind of get it, though, because, like... But
it's
insane.
Weird.
It's insane in Gen 2. It's one
of
the
feel
best
like this
leads.
Makes me want to move Nidoking up to A. Because I feel like it should be ahead of Machamp all time.
I'm down to put it in the sense like this, like because these guys are like very offensive but can also support, and then B can be like the support. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay. Now, is Nidoking better than? I guess Machamp is barely better than Nidoking, so we can just switch them here. But
that's fair.
Again, very neck and neck. It's similar to Clefable and Zam.
We'll compare it later. All right, Victreebel. So this guy's okay.
Really good at Gen 1.
Yeah, really good at Gen 1.
It's disgusting. Gen 2, it's like... It's not a bad gimmick. If you're going to go gimmick hunting, then it's not bad because of Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, and Sludge Bomb.
Yeah.
Then in Gen 3, it's kind of whatever. Then in Gen 4, it's good in NU. And then in Gen 5, it was an underrated...
Underrated with Weather Ball.
Because it got Weather Ball and Hidden Power.
I know Lavos had that team way back.
Yeah.
Okay, what
but then it kind of fell off. And then, let's see.
Yeah,
what else was there?
7, 8, it's just meme son. I put this guy...
Yeah, except for anything in Gen 7 PU or NU or something.
Yeah.
It was really good, but, I mean, it still feels more like a...
It's a C,
I guess
earlier Gen.
Bottom of C seems fair.
Yeah, I like
just because it's got good traits.
Yeah. We can just pump through mons like Victreebel. We still got a lot to go. I guess. Wait, Tentacruel. What do you think? This guy is a classic.
Tentacruel has been really good at times. He's like he's not an automatic game winner, but what he does is sometimes so powerful. So Gen 1, garbage, forget it, except he's good in UU, but, you know, who cares. Gen 2, he has an actual nation OU. He's dangerous as hell.
You used it before, right? In tournament, right? Or...
Sorry?
Have you used Tentacruel before in tournament? You did, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So it's a great, really dangerous poke. I've used it intermittently. Sometimes I just go through a Tentacruel phase and I'm like, man, this poke rules. And then I just move on to something else. But that doesn't mean it stopped being good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Tentacruel is good in Gen 2. Gen 3 UU, it's really dangerous. Gen 4, it's actually OU, like legit OU, and it was one of the few mix-ape counters.
Yeah, I have a team with it. Some team August gave me. It's like some hail team. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you can do gimmicky stuff with it because it has T-Spikes and Rapid Spin. So, I mean, Starmie tends to die a lot anyway, so you may as well get T-Spikes out of it.
One of the best in 5. One of the best in 5.
Yeah. Oh, it's so dumb in 5. It's so why I use Sand. It's like, whatever's like, someone's like, well, why do you use T-Tar if it's slow and, you know, why can't you just beat this rain team? It's like, well, do you want to give Tentacruel free reign? Tentacruel is the #1 Pokemon you don't want to give free reign to.
It's literally unkillable. Like, it can switch into Specs, Lottie, Draco, Protect, come back. Like, it will be back, and there's nothing you can do. Yeah,
it's insanely dumb. You need to hit it for 80% and have Stealth Rock up. Otherwise, it as well not touched it.
Not to mention 100 base speed on a support mon is very, very good. The fact that Skull always burns, it can run Toxic Sub, Spin, like, it's good, man.
Gen 6, I feel like it has a place because T-Spike, Spin, Knockoff, and it can mess with Quest.
It has a place, for sure.
Jam was useful. Gen 7, I don't know what happened to it.
I think it's okay in 7. I actually like it in 7. I had a team with Scarf and a team with Defensive, and both were okay. Because Poison type is way superior in 7.
Right.
Thanks to Tapus and all that shit. And
so I think Tentacruel definitely feels like a C Pokemon.
I feel like it's a top of the C, if not low ass B.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
a low B.
Yeah, Blastoise has never been legit in OU, whereas Tentacruel has been OU
is like an OU definer in Gen 5.
Yeah, he's one of the most important. You could arguably even put Tentacruel ahead of Nidoqueen because of the 2 OU appearances.
That's fair, honestly. Yeah, you have to keep that into account. Okay, I like that. Golem.
I mean, I guess Tentacruel is technically BL, but it actually is a historical niche in GSC, so it's neck and neck, but probably better overall.
Alright, Golem. What do you think?
Golem, good in Gen 1. Gen 2, I invented Modern Golem, actually.
You did it?
Single-handed.
You were the one?
Yeah.
The Raffus
I did.
And all that? No, I believe you.
100%. And I have the proof of it, too. But yeah, it's great in Gen 2. Gen 3, it's kind of whatever. Gen 4, it's good in NU. Gen 5, it's good in NU, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it would be NU. Then Gen 6, it does some stuff. And then Gen 7, Alolan Golem.
And then people be using it to trap Heatran.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I feel like he's got to be C, like, right?
He literally has to be C because Magnifool's broken. Like,
honestly, maybe you could even put him. I would put him right after Ninetales. Well, no, I would even put him ahead of Ninetales because he's been OU in 2 generations. Yeah, I would say top of C.
Do you think he's better than Ninetales though?
Honestly, it feels weird, right?
I guess get it because he is amazing in Gen 2, and he's a consistent in what it does, even though it does the same thing every gen.
I guess right behind Ninetales isn't bad.
Maybe that's just a little bit of recency bias talking, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's weird that we have Ninetales behind Blastoise?
I wouldn't even mind switching them.
That's more accurate, right?
Yeah. Because as soon as we saw Tentacruel, it's like Tentacruel is exactly what Blastoise could have been. But, like, it just doesn't even seem fair to put them in the same tier when Tentacruel is just Blastoise.
Okay. So I would put Ninetales where Blastoise is, and then make Blastoise down to number 2 after Golem. Because Golem is definitely better than Blastoise.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, okay, that seems way more fair.
Okay, Rapidash. Oh, such a fun guy, but so bad, dude.
Beautiful Pokemon, but supreme garbage.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
He's supreme garbage.
It's like barely usable in NU. I feel like.
Yeah, you can do something like Will-O-Wisp or Banded. I mean, it has cool moves: Morning Sun, Wild Charge, Drill Run. Alolan is very bad. There's not Alolan. Galarian. Yeah, I used it in.
It feels like an E poke.
It's E. But I think it's the best of E.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah.
I think it's the best of E. Okay. Big
It sucks.
bro. Big bro.
Oh, so this is an A Pokemon at least.
At least.
Gen 1, it's like, okay, it has its flaws, but it's a dangerous sweeper in Gen 1. Gen 2, it had a niche on like these hardcore stall teams. I mean, now it doesn't get used because it's worse than Suicune, but then in UU it was really good. Gen 3, it kind of existed. Gen 4, really good in UU. Gen 5, unkillable. People brought this guy into OU. Garchomp, and Terrakion, and Excadrill, and Landorus were just destroying everything, and Slowbro's like,
dude,
go fuck yourself.
It's that team you gave me. Do you know the one I'm talking about, right? The Amoonguss, Excadrill, CB Terrakion, Slowbro. Yeah, that team is epic, and that was the one that put me on to Slowbro's viability.
It's so nasty.
With helmet and sand. Yeah, that thing is disgusting.
So
not to mention in 6, it's fucking incredible with Mega.
Oh, so good. And then even Gen 7, everyone's like, oh, Toxapex, and then Slowbro's like, yeah, I fucking resist. I'm not weak to ground.
Yeah, bro can always sweep your ass too, very easily.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think it would probably even be the top of
I think
A.
it's better than Venusaur.
Yeah,
considering what it pulled off.
Venusaur has like spotty viability in. Yeah, but Slowbro is
just playing better in 6. And it's better in 5. So now at least. Okay.
Yeah, so definitely top of A.
Okay, Magneton, love this guy, very easily in my opinion. B at least. What do you think?
It's weird because he's got some Gen. Well, in Gen 3 he's hella important.
Yeah.
Gen 2 UU he's really good. Gen 1 he doesn't exist. And then Gen 4 and onwards, it's kind of like, well, there's Magnezone. And
true.
In the lower tiers...
And even using... I have some teams with Magneton because there's, like, the very rare team where you...
I know. Scarf and he's faster.
Yeah,
but realistically, Magnezone's bulk and power is more important.
100%.
So,
but I still think
it's not really fair, but I feel like you got to give him C at least because he had that one generation where he was incredibly good and important in OU.
And he's still, you could still see him in a Gen 5 OU game, bro. Like, you still could see someone whip it out. I know, like, Lavos and Lefties and all that shit isn't playing. McMegan, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see him bring this trash out in Classic, and we'll remember. So, should we put it in end of B?
I would probably put it...
Early C is fine with me, too. I think it could go around the Golem Blastoise.
I think in between Blastoise and Sandslash is probably fair.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Farfetch. And we can just consider Surfetched with this.
Well, I don't know about Surfetched, but Farfetch'd itself is definitely Butterfree Raticate tier.
I'm just going to put an F and move on. Because Surfetch'd, you're right, it's a Gen 8 mon. And we have a lot to go through, so let's just keep going. Okay, Dodrio. So this guy's epic.
Really nasty, yeah. He has a niche in Gen 1. He's really good in Gen 2 UU and Gen 3 UU just because... Actually, he might have been BL. I forget, but it's him or Firo. But yeah, basically he was dangerous because he's got Snorlax attack and some good stabs, and he keeps getting these little buffs. Like he gets Brave Bird and Jump Kick as the generations go on, and buff Speed or something.
Yeah.
And so I think Dodrio is very much end of C, maybe D, but
I like end of C. No, I like end of C. He's good.
Yeah, definitely after Victory Bell, but
he's not bad. He's strong and he's fast, and that's enough. Okay, is this Dugong?
Yeah.
This shit sucks, right?
He's got to be E, I guess.
E?
Much as it pains me. Yeah. Just because he's like okay in like GSC. I would put him ahead of Parasect, I think.
It's tough to be S as a water type too.
Yeah. I mean, he's a bulky water ice type with stuff like Encore.
True.
You know, it's not unusable like the bottom 3 are.
Okay, let's keep going.
Muck rules. Muck is legit in Gen 2.
It is legit.
And then in like later gens, he's really cool. Especially when he gets the Alolan form.
7 too.
The Alolan form, fucking in Gen 7 Ubers is really nasty.
Yeah.
So that alone already bumps him up. So I feel like Muck definitely feels like a C Pokemon.
Definitely feels C to me too. Even I have a Gen 7 OU team which is very nasty. People really sleep. I feel like very few people ever. The only people I really saw making use of Muck were, of course, Bengay, Stall, and CTC.
Yeah, I used it on a couple Stall teams, and it's really nasty.
It's good, man. It takes care of Tapu Lele. It can check a lot of shit. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so Muck definitely feels like, where should it go?
I like him a lot. I'd say above Magneton or behind Magneton.
Above Magneton, or Yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah, I like
Because
Mudkip.
Mudkip has more overall solid properties.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, Cloyster, the craziest one.
Really good.
Love this guy.
Good in Gen 1, good in Gen 2, amazing in Gen 2, actually.
Yeah.
Gen 3, really good. Then Gen 4, he's good in UU, and he's actually good in Ubers too, which again really bumps him up.
Yeah.
Gen 5, he has fucking stupid ass Shell Smash.
Disgusting.
And he's good in Ubers again, so I feel like just off that alone, then you gotta put him in B somewhere, like around 10.
And he's insane in 8. Insane in 8. That's
right, I forgot about
his best
that.
gen offensively. It's 8 easily.
So you want to put him in A? I guess I
want to put him in A. I want to put him behind
Nidoking.
Nidoking, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think that's fair.
I want to put
that's
him in
fair.
A. Yeah, he's because a mon like this, a one button sweeper is really cheap too. In later gens, and of course in Gen 2, it's fucking insane. Still great in Gen 3. Yeah.
So yeah, and the fact it's usable in Ubers twice, honestly, maybe even move it up. The fact that it has two viable
it could be
Uber
better
gens.
than what's it called?
Machamp?
Machamp and Nidoking. You think here?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I fuck with it. Okay.
Gengar S.
S.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, it has to be S.
Isn't he OU and literally? Oh no, he was OU last gen for the first time.
Oh yeah, he fell off. But 7 out of 8 gens staying OU is fucking flawless, almost.
Yeah. You'd probably put him ahead of.
I'd put him ahead of Zard and behind everybody else.
You'd put him behind Zam?
I'd put him behind Zam, I think.
Honestly, I'm tempted to say put him right behind Dugtrio because think about it. His mega is in Ubers every gen for both gens it existed.
True.
And he's not just OU; he's top tier OU.
That's very, very defining offensive of Gen 3 and 4. Even in 5,
and Gen 5.
insane.
I mean, I guess Gen 5 he kind of fell off, but he was a real dangerous threat for a while there too. I think he's still not bad.
And even in 6 and 7, Ghost buff helps.
Lost.
And losing Levitate isn't even bad because you get Cursed Body.
Gen 6 he gets slept on, but I feel like he's really dangerous. I mean, I know Saltness Torn and Gliscor and Scartar, but you just throw Icy Wind on it, and all three of those get fucked.
I like Gengar, honestly. And he'll always be one of the goats of running support, despite being such a
he has so many options. He's so fast. He's so strong. You gotta. I think he's just the fact of he was 7 out of 8 generations in OU. That puts him.
And Gengar was definitely viable in Gen 7 OU.
Really
good. I think it's one of those mons where it's just like you can never play against Gengar and be like, okay, it's fine, it's just Gengar. It'll always be like, fuck, he has Gengar. Like, that thing is extremely.
It doesn't have Nasty Plot in Gen 7, or does it? I forget.
No, I didn't get it.
I know it has it in 8.
It didn't get it in 7. No, it just had.
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, but your next Pokemon is Onix, so have fun.
Okay, I'll talk about this. Got my boy Onix. I don't even know Onix stats, unfortunately, guys. If I go to Team Builder here and I look it up so we can, find out. Let's find out real quick. Onix. So I'm looking it up. Now what do I see here? I see 211 HP at level 100. Base 35 HP. Base 45 attack stat. Very bad. Base 160 defense. Decent. Base 30 special attack. Very bad. Base 45 special defense. Very bad. Base 70 speed. It's not bad. It's not bad. So altogether, where would we put him on like Onix? Wait, where's my tier list? Alright. I guess we're going to put this shit in F. It doesn't really make any other sense to put it anywhere else. It's probably at the end of F. It's good in Little Cup. And that's about it. Yeah, we don't play that, so that's got to go. Hypno. I know Hypno runs Wish Protect in older generations, but as for new generations, I think it does the exact same thing. Addition of Thunder Wave, Seismic Toss, Knockoff to run some support options. But other than that, I mean, this is never a mon you'd ever see even in UU and later generations. If I were to look this guy up, Hypno.
Where did we end up putting Onix?
I threw his ass in F.
Yeah, that's fair. He's good in Little Cup. Well, no, he's not even good in Little Cup. He's good at getting up rocks and dying.
And Little Cup is like, hell no. So yeah, I'll put him in F. Okay, Hypno. Is this good in older gens?
Yeah, he has a real niche in Gen 1. Like, I remember there was a really important tournament battle in SPL 7 where Lutra fucked up Tebow with it.
Really?
And it's really good in Gen 2 UU,
Okay.
and Gen 3 UU, and Gen 4 NU, and then it kind of fell off the map. So, I mean, it's got great qualities, right? It's a bulky psychic type with Wish.
Wish, exactly.
And
it has all those supports, seismic, T-wave, all that shit.
C definitely feels fair. I would even put it around Muck. Around Muck.
You think it's better than Mag? I think it could be better than Slash, but I don't know if it's better than Mag.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's fair. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I mean, by this rationale, I would almost want to put Mag ahead of Muck, too.
Fair. No, I like Muck ahead of Mag, though.
Alright. Right, the Alolan set, right,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, Kingler.
Okay, so, Tangela? Well, a Violet Tangela is like the dumbest fucking thing ever.
It's Kingler right here.
Yeah, it's not bad. It feels like it's gonna be either around the end of D, right? Because whatever tier it ends up in, it's gonna be really bulky.
Wait.
But then again,
wait.
3
Do you hear me?
generations not
Right
existing. Sorry?
Hello? Wait, are you talking about Tangela?
Yeah.
Wait, it's Kingler though.
Oh, I have Tangela after Hypno for some reason. Oh, sorry. Well, Kingler feels like D.
Like D, right?
Like a good D, right?
Yeah,
he's strong, he's got Swords Lance.
Moves he has are decent.
He actually has had success in Gen 1 OU.
Okay.
So I would probably put him ahead of Primate, just based off of that.
Yeah, that OU is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Tangela.
Gen 8 OU, he's pretty bad, but it's like it's what you'd expect, just an offensive.
It's splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah. Electro.
So Tangela's next, right? Oh, Electrode?
Yeah.
Oh,
look at the structure.
Yeah, okay. Electrode has a nation. No, it doesn't really. It basically sets up screens and booms,
like always.
So that the Compass cheese can get started.
It was good in that Gen 4 BP, right?
Yeah, but do you really want to give it credit for that?
Yeah, I know. That's like
anybody. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's no matter what, it's still weak as hell. So it's gonna have a.
It just does. It's gonna be the screens boom, and it's not bad in 6 and 7 as screens boom because it's fast.
I guess you put it in.
I put it in.
I don't know. It feels very weak to me.
What do you think?
It feels worse than Golbat, which is.
Yeah, I think so. Too. I think it's the end of D, or / early E, because it really just screens and dies.
Beginning of E seems fairest.
Yeah, it just screens and dies. There's nothing else to this mon.
Yeah.
Okay. Egg. This thing's awesome.
Amazing. First 2 generations, it's incredible.
Yeah,
Gen 3, it kind of falls off. I mean, you could do worse, but you could also do a lot better. Then Gen 4 in NU, it's good. In 5, then it had like a stupid gimmicky Harvest Sun Leech Seed Never Die shit.
That shit was annoying.
Which was really stupid. I don't know. And then Gen 6, it was kind of whatever. And then it got it to Alolan 4, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's just a
So
cool
I feel like
deck.
this is a C Pokemon somewhere.
It feels like Arcanine level-ish.
I feel like it's better than
he's better than the first 2 gens.
No.
I think he's even better than Magneton, because if you think about the first 2 gens, it's so goat.
He's top 4 in Gen 1 and no worse than, let's say, top 7 in Gen 2.
Gen 2. Did you put him over Muck and Blastoise? Because like
yeah, honestly, Eggy was a big deal.
The value in 1 and 2 is very high, but he is really mid in the future ones.
Eggy technically even has a niche in Gen 3 Ubers because he solar beams alongside Groudon, so
that's true.
And he explodes on the Lottie twins and Blissey.
Yeah, I forgot about Boom. Boom was always big. You could put him above Golem too.
No, not above Golem. Well, no, yeah, you got to put him above Golem. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's roughly had the same level of success in OU, and his highs have been higher.
Higher, yeah. Whack.
Oh, Marowak. Marowak is bad, and then in Gen 2, he's basically the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing more skillful to me than executing a paralysis Marowak sweep.
That shit is so annoying. It is. You have to really set the
because it's hard. You cannot just throw Marowak in whenever because it doesn't heal in a generation where everything is leftovers.
Yeah. You have to be
and there's spikes everywhere. So
it's that late game Marowak. It's cool.
It's devastating. So unfortunately, then in every other gen, then it's reduced to stupid gimmicks and BP and lower
Gen 7, the Alolan is like
kind
of cool.
at least Gen 7 had legit OU use for the first time since Gen 2 because
and it evolved Pheromosa. You want to put him in C?
He feels more like a Kingler type D to
really
me,
think
honestly.
He's D and not C?
D?
You think Marowak is not C rank?
I mean, I guess you could put him ahead of Dodrio.
Yeah, I think so.
Behind Victreebel, ahead of Dodrio.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry, ahead of Victreebel.
Ahead of Victreebel, yeah. Because the Gen 2, it's decent. Gen 7, it's decent. Like, and it's like actually OU, which is
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's starting to get smaller. Okay. Let's see. Who is this?
Hitmonlee.
Yeah, so he's like
cool.
Very cool, man.
Feels like
a
C somewhere.
Yeah, like a low.
He feels like around Marowak too, honestly.
I'd put him just behind Marowak.
Yeah, like in Gen 3 UU, he's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
And then in Gen 4, he's good. And then in Gen 5, I did a false swipe video recently about Hitmonlee.
Shout out.
And in Gen 5, he has both Reckless High Jump Kick, which is absurd. Not to mention Reckless Double Edge, which fucks up Uxie. And he also has the option of going Unburdened with a normal or Fighting Gem. Yeah. So late game sweep. So he can go either way in RU, and he's really dangerous. And then he kind of sucks in Gen 6 and 7, but he has some great upside. So I think around... I guess you could put him after Victreebel. That seems more fair.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely around there. Definitely just barely ahead of Dodrio.
Sure. Okay. Barely ahead of Dodrio?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have Hitmonchan, who sucks because it's not as strong.
Yeah, but it is better. It is better than the lower tiers, though. It definitely got more usage, I think.
It feels like a D Pokemon, doesn't it?
I think it's the same as Hitmonlee, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's better. It was better at spinning, and its moves like Mach. It didn't use High Jump Kick, but because people used to actually use this thing a lot in lower tiers, like Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Ice Punch type thing. I don't know. It's like, and it's deceptively bulky too. Not in the sense like Hitmonlee
behind Hitmonlee is fine, I guess.
Yeah, I would just put it right behind it. Yeah. Okay, Tongue. What is this? This thing is like good in all the NUs.
It's not even that good in Gen 2 UU, and that's the only tier I can think of it actually getting used in. So I guess you put it E, yeah.
I'm gonna just throw him in E for now. Okay. Wheezing. I love Wheezing.
Hell yeah.
I really like Wheezing.
This feels very much like a B to A poke. Probably B, but
B, yeah.
Gen 1 sucks. But then Gen 2 he also kind of sucks. Except for like NU or some shit. But Gen 3 he rocks. Gen 4 UU he's amazing. Gen 5 I think kind of got forgotten. But then once he got T-Spikes in 6.
Yeah, nasty guy in 6. There were some nasty Wheezing stalls in Gen 6. I remember.
Anti was using him when everyone was using Mega Hera.
Oh my god, I remember that era. The Wheezing stall. And then 7 too. Oh, it's maybe BKC. I just disconnected. What? Hello? My internet just died? What the fuck? Hello? Yo guys, I think my internet just died. Oh, I think his died. Well, let's see. But BKC should be back in a second. Yo, you here?
Okay, I'm here.
Alright, awesome.
I want to say that I remember in Gen 6 he even got used in Ubers. I think Edgar or Blim were using him. Edgar, I think it was. Because he owns Extreme Killer and sets up T-Spikes to mess up Xerneas, and he has Haze and Will-O-Wisp.
Oh, cool.
So, he gets points for that. And then Gen 7, I think he was like really good in NU because T-Spikes and Will-O-Wisp, and
classic.
Now he's got this Valerian shit going on.
Yeah, he's great in 8. I've used him many times in Gen 8 OU. He's even seen tournament play. He's fantastic. I'd put him at the end of B.
Yeah, that definitely seems fairest.
Yeah.
I mean, putting him ahead of Exeggutor, I guess, feels like
kind of whack because he was never a OU threat. Like he was never a top OU
maybe
threat.
Maybe you put Exeggutor at the end of B, and
then
you.
Weezing, you think Weezing's even better than Golem? I don't.
No, yeah, okay, that seems fairest.
Let's just put him here. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with this. What is this? Rhyhorn? Rhydon? What is this? Let's see. Oh, because he disconnected again. I think this man's internet's type lagging. Let's see. Rhydon. So this guy's mad strong. Pretty good in the earlier generations. It's fire in Gen 1. Don't really know. I mean, it's good in like the lower tiers of preview gens because it does the whole Eviolite, Stealth Rock, Swords Dance shit. And then Gen 1, it's also pretty great. They run Substitute, Rock Slide, Body Slam, Earthquake.
I lagged. Where are we now?
A Rhydon. So I was saying Rhydon is great in Gen 1. And then in lower tiers and preview gens, it's like Eviolite, Stealth Rock, Swords Dance. All around good support.
Rhydon's really good. Where did we, your screen share is not working right now, so where did we end up with the last guy?
Let me share it again. Hold on.
But Rhydon's really good. He's amazing in the first two. Has a role in the second. Then Gen 4 came around and Rhyperior existed, so, I mean, he's still good in NU.
Yeah.
So,
are you able to see my screen right now? I'm gonna recall you.
Highlight.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. For some reason, it's not. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Rhydon.
Okay.
Where you want to put him? I say he's a C guy.
I think Rhydon is better, right ahead of Weezing.
Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that. Okay. Chansey. Pretty clearly at least A.
Very much at the top of A, if not
S. The back of S.
I guess Chansey's flaws make it, hold it back.
Well, he's absolutely mandatory in Gen 1, right? Or
yeah. If you're not using Chansey in Gen 1, if you're not using Chansey in Gen 1, then you're just making your team worse.
Yeah, so you have to run it in Gen 1, which is pretty big. You got to keep that into account. Gen 2, it's not really seen, right?
No. And then Gen 2 through 4, you pretty much ignore. Well, it's good in Gen 4 UU, really good. And then it gets a Violite, and it eclipses Blissey.
Defining member of stall. I think he's S. I think he's end of S.
I think you definitely put him.
He stalls GOAT. He stalls GOAT. Like, there's nothing to say. Yeah.
OU in how many gens? 1, 5, 6, 7. So that's 4.
And he will be an 8. So 5.
Yeah. So this feels fair.
I really like Tangela.
Some people even use Chansey Blissey stall in Gen 3.
That sounds disgusting.
It's really dumb. It's basically like, well, a lot of special sweepers try to have Gengar or Regice boom on Blissey, right?
Yeah,
well, what if I had a second Blissey?
Disgusting tactic.
It's not good, but it's there.
Tangela.
Bad? Yeah, doesn't really exist
in lower tiers. Never has been good in OU compared to Tangrowth.
Yeah.
God. But honestly,
it doesn't feel like an E. But it feels like a Golbat type. I
just put him like after that.
Yeah.
Okay, Kanga. So Kanga got banned from 6 and 7, which we can already talk about. But then from 1 through 5, is it really even seen?
It's amazing. It's the best Pokemon in Gen 3 UU.
Okay.
It has a niche in Gen 2 OU. It's really good in Gen 4 UU, and it's really good in Gen 5 NU. So for this is sounding pretty.
Yeah, and then he's bad shit broken in 6, and even in 7 he's considered broken.
I would say probably behind Rhydon. Behind Rhydon, so
I honestly like that because even though he was the most broken shit in the other gens, he was just not seen enough in any other gen to be considered as good as the other guys. Yeah, good Kingdra could have been the GOAT, but this dude.
You mean Seadra?
Always. Oh, Seadra? This isn't even Kingdra? So we're just gonna put him in F.
No, Kingdra is Gen 2.
This thing can do something in like lower tier, right? In like Dragon Breath, nothing like that. Put him in F.
Nope. He's F.
Okay, get him out of there.
He is definitely among the worst of the worst. At least Onyx Wall Zapdos.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Seeking.
Feels very E-like.
It feels very E. Even in future gens, I've used the Lightning Rod Megahorn shit. It's ass. I put him in.
Oh right.
E.
And Swords Dance Megahorn or some shit, but yeah,
okay,
doesn't feel great.
Starmie, at least A.
Starmie has to be S.
You think it's S?
Because it was. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Sure.
OU through the first 5. Did it end up in OU in Gen 6? I know it was in UU, but it was UU, but then it went up to OU. Let me check.
It was still good in OU. So many people say they hate Starmie in Gen 6 OU, but I will never be a Starmie hater. Thunder Wave, Recover, Rapid Spin, Scald was a good ass stat. I actually used to spam Starmie in Gen 6.
I think Starmie was a good Pokemon, but if you overly relied on it, then it was very
extremely exploitable mon. But I definitely...
It was people like X-Ray who who got every Scald Burn and every Para, and they seem to have everything work for them when they use Starmie. You know, it was a good poke, and it is OU. So
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There are certain players like ABR that when they use Starmie, it's like, wow, I need to use Starmie. I know exactly what you mean.
And then you don't get the full pairs in a row.
Your Starmie somehow doesn't have a 100% win rate versus Tyranitar. And you're like, what happened?
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst. Anyway, so
right behind Chansey.
God, we should have been. Yeah, you got to ask. I think it's ahead of Chansey. OU for 6th gen.
And Starmie are ahead of Zygarde.
No, Zygarde is too explosively good. I would put Starmie ahead of Chansey, by the way.
Okay.
Because it's almost as good in Gen 1,
true.
Great in Gen 2, great in Gen 3, great in Gen 4, great in Gen 5, and even good, very good in Gen 6. I think he's very good
in 6, and I'm fine with it being considered OU in 6. 7 it's obviously not, but 6 it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Mime.
That seems fair.
Never even seen this one,
Mr. Mime? Yeah, you can just... He was broken in GSC NU or something, but that's it.
Alright.
So I think you can just put him in...
E?
Yeah, I guess he's the best of the E's because he is still a Psychic type, and he was a part of Baton Pass chains at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
True.
But just beginning of E, I guess.
Okay. Scyther. Yeah. Scyther's always been
Scyther was so cool in Gen 2 and 3 UU, and Gen 4 UU actually.
Yeah.
So for those, he was
even has viability in future gens with the Violet, and Scarf was still
a
lower tier.
If Violet, SD, Roost, Scyther, and Gen 5 RU is one of my favorite Pokemon ever.
Impossible.
So I feel like he's probably a C tier.
I'd say he's a low C, probably ahead of Hitmonlee. What do you think?
I would put him behind Hitmonlee, ahead of Hitmonchan.
Fair. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Jinx.
Fit. Actually, no, I lied. Put him ahead of Hitmonlee, I think. He was so big.
Yeah.
He was even good defensively.
Mm-hmm.
So Jinx feels like a B to me.
Yeah, immediately. If you just think about the things it can do. Ice type, fantastic. Lovely Kiss.
First 2 gens, it's really nasty.
Ice fighting, safety coverage.
3rd gen, it has a niche.
Mm-hmm.
Then 4th gen, it was kind of... 4th gen, NU, yeah. And then Gen 5, it actually had niche in OU, which recently died once we banned Sleep, but
true.
Still. And it actually had a niche in Ubers, which already gives it... it really wasn't bad in Ubers because Ubers are famously weak to ice, and it had Sleep, which was broken, and it was immune to Kyogre's Water Spout. So
I like it
just for that. Yeah, I think behind Tentacruel is probably fair.
Fuck with it. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Buzz.
No.
This guy's
not really. E-Buzz is definitely E, I feel.
Yeah. Doesn't really offer too much.
I feel like I could put him at the beginning of E.
Oh, you think?
Because he actually has more potential.
You think he's better than Mime?
Yeah, probably better than Mime. He's a threat in... Technically, E-Buzz has a very slight niche in OU because of Cross Chop and Speed in Gen 2 and 3, so just off of that, then yeah.
Okay. Magmar. So Magmar be running the defensive shit. Flame Body.
Magmar blows.
Blows. It put his ass in F.
I don't know about F. He's not
end of E. I mean, he runs the...
End of E seems a lot fairer than F.
His support moves are bad, though, I feel like. But I guess... Do you think Butterfree is really F and not E?
Yeah, no, Butterfree's definitely F.
We'll just keep his ass.
Its stats are so bad, and its typing is so bad.
Okay.
Magmar, if you tried, you could make do something, just because he's got decent stats.
Fair.
And a better offensive move pool, with better typing on his moves.
Okay.
Pinsir.
Very cool. One of my faves.
Yeah. I feel like he's more in the C range because he's got this fringe viability in Gen 2 and 3 UU, and even Gen 1 actually is not the worst.
Yeah.
And then he kind of falls off for a couple generations and comes back with a Mega that just rips into everyone.
Yeah, the Gen 6 Mega is fucking hilarious. What they decided to do with Pinsir. Same
before
with,
they nerfed Aerialate, like a.
yeah. It still
Come
has the
on.
viability in 7 though. I'd put
Yeah.
him B or C.
I would probably say high C. Let's say behind Rhydon?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. Bull. So Bull.
So
is
in Gen
goated
1,
for
he's
one gen.
God, and
Yeah.
then he sucks
Then
in
he's shit, yeah.
everything else.
He's not even near viable in the other stuff. He's just bad. Except in like some Gen 5 RU, Sheer Force, etc. But
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but
but
he is
in
goat.
Gen 4 UU, he's good.
Yeah.
And technically, he did used to have a good choice band set in Gen 3, so I can't like really rag on him too bad.
Whatever.
But
we gotta just hold that Gen 1 viability at the highest, because it's like the definer of 1. So
yeah.
I feel like
So
he
just
has
for
to
that, I
be
feel like he's
off that alone.
really.
I don't know. No, I guess you're right, because he's good in 1, but he's so bad in everything else.
I feel like you could put him between somewhere between that Pinsir, Kango, Weezing range, somewhere in there.
Okay, I would put him
Probably between Kanga and Weezing.
Oh, you think Kango and Weezing?
Weezing and Blastoise is also good. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Gyarados.
Oh, this feels like an A at least.
At least.
Gen 1 sucks, Gen 2 sucks, Gen 3 good, Gen 4 amazing, Gen 5 amazing, Gen 6...
It's good in 6. It's good in 6. Both sets are good. Mega and regular.
And then Gen 7
the best,
is
but it's
monstrous.
It's fucking disgusting in 7, thanks to Z.
Yeah.
And even Mega's
It's
so great.
so gross.
I think if you're running screens, you're doing yourself a disservice by not running Gyara in Gen 7. And screens are very good.
Feels very much like between Slowbro and Venusaur.
Yeah, and in 8, it's amazing with boots. So, and
It
Power
is?
Whip. Yeah, it's good in 8.
Oh, right, it gets Power Whip.
Yeah, and boots.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
I think it got Hurricane. Oh, I think that was actually in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good there. Okay, Lapras.
Yeah. Good in 1, then kind of bites and everything else, and isn't even that good in the lower tiers, so...
Yeah. I honestly put him low C.
Low, yeah. Honestly, more like a...
You think high D?
Yeah, like... In between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, I think.
I like that.
Something like that.
One of those mons, yeah. Okay, Ditto.
From literally unusable to... broken?
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta see how much it gets used, because you don't even see it much still in 5. You see it a lot in 6 on stall. You see it quite a bit on 7 as well. 8, it's gone down, but it was broken in 8 at one point. Did they ban Ditto in Ubers or some shit? Or they like ban Dynamax because of Ditto or something like that, right? I don't know. There was something.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Who
I feel like
knows?
Ditto is super weird, but it's like B. Because it doesn't even
B
get the
minimum,
usage
right?
it deserves. Yeah. It doesn't get.
It's like the most polar opposite of both extremes, so...
Yeah, it's just so weird.
I guess you would put it probably behind Jinx.
I like that.
That seems kind of fair.
Yeah,
maybe ahead of Jinx.
He's big in the new gens, but like it's always on stall, and like it's.
I would probably say a little ahead of Jinx even.
Yeah, he's not Tentacruel dominant, but
No.
he's better than Jinx. Okay, down to the last row.
Vaporeon is
pretty
kind of great in Gen 2, really good in Gen 3. Used to be good in 4, had a niche in 5, and then just kind of became this lower tier bulky water.
He's good in 8 though. I've been using him quite a lot in 8 in OU, because water absorb, obviously. It's great with Wish Protect.
Oh, for Dracovish, yeah.
And in general, he's just quite bulky.
So, somewhere in C, right?
Yeah, C for sure. To
feels like he's a little better than Lapras.
Yeah, I do think he's better than Lapras. I think I'd put him ahead of Lapras.
Yeah.
Better defensive water for sure. Okay.
Jolteon has this potential. It's good in 1, good in 2, great in 3, good in 4. Has been used decently in 5.
And it had a period when 5 was main gen, when it was good.
Yeah, exactly. I used to use a lot of Jolteon, actually. Really wasn't bad.
6, it's whatever. Pretty bad, actually, in 6, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Same with
and
7.
But he feels like a good C Pokemon.
And I feel like at least mid to high C for what he was.
Yeah, I would even say maybe between Kanga and Tauros.
You think he's better than Tauros all time?
Yeah, definitely.
I guess so. Yeah, he's better in more gens.
Yeah.
That speed, that special attack has always come into clutch. Okay. Flareon. So Flareon seems very DE to me. I want to say D because I think he's great in newer gens.
Really?
Well, 6 through 8, I think he's a lot better than he probably was in the older gens. Yeah, I mean in 8, I think he's great defensively, thanks to heavy duty boots. He's still strong with 130 base attack, wish pass, all that good stuff. So I've had success with it in 8.
What set does that use?
It's wish, tech, flare blitz, and then I think the last two I ran was toxic. Yeah, it was cool because you 2-hit KO Spadef Clef because it's 130 base attack, flare blitz.
What is it wall like? Dragapult?
Yeah, the Spadef is massive. I think I might have the team. Let me look. I might have deleted it. What did I run? No, Flare Blitz, Wish, Protect, Yawn, Max Spadef. So it had 350 Spadef and it hits 334 HP. So not terrible.
Wouldn't you maybe want to run Lava Plume just for burns, or is the power on Flare Blitz that worth it?
I just like the power of Flare Blitz, I guess, for the 2-hit kill on Clefable. But obviously, I mean, Rotom Heat, etc. I guess we'd put him in E or D. What do you think?
D seems fair.
D. I like the end of D.
Yeah, that seems alright.
Yeah.
He even has like a slight niche in Gen 1, so.
Okay. Porygon.
E.
E.
He has a niche in Gen 1 because he switches into Snorlax.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's it. Because then Porygon 2 exists.
Okay. Omastar.
In every generation after. Omastar has... Gen 1, he's kind of whatever. Gen 2, he's nasty in... he has a Sandstorm set in OU, which is really gross. Because it walls non-Earthquake Snorlax. And in Gen 3 UU, he's one of the best. And he even has a niche in OU. And then in the rest, he actually is pretty good in Gen 5 Ubers. So that automatically gets some points. Feels like it's going to add up to him being somewhere in C because of his
C, right?
Shell Smash in Gen 5 lower tier, Gen 5 and later lower tier stuff. So
I'd honestly put him around like Muck Magneton level.
That feels right, yeah. Probably behind Mag, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta make this a little smaller so you can see everything. Okay, Kabutops.
Kabutops is awesome.
Very fun guy.
He's really cool. He's like Scyther. I guess I would put him... Because he's got niches in Ubers too, which just like Omastar. Except I think he's way better than Omastar was in Ubers. Because he spins.
Yeah.
And he's also capable of sweeping. So, and he's good in his UUs from 3 to 4 and 2. And he feels like whatever tier he ends up in, he's nasty. So I would probably put him ahead of Omastar, behind Magneton.
I'm with that.
Yeah. Arrow sucks. Amazing in Gen 3. Really good in Gen 4. Had a niche and it was really good in Gen 5 RU.
Yeah.
And then its Mega was actually pretty great in Gen 6. And it was really good in UU for 2 generations in a row. So I feel like this is also a pretty high
C or low B to me.
I would probably put him in...
Mega's very underrated.
Yeah.
Both defensively and offensively. I wouldn't mind putting him at the bottom of B. What do you think?
What about behind Rhydon? Rhydon feels better than him overall.
You think Rhydon's better?
Yeah, because his lower tier stuff is more... I don't know. I guess it's close.
The Mega matters to me. Plus Arrow has OU viability in 6 and 7 too. And has seen...
And 3 and 4. So yeah, okay. Put him behind Egg.
Yeah, I like that's behind Egg. Relax.
Actually, you know what?
What do you think? I feel like I like Arrow in B.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe ahead of Egg, but then I realized no, he's...
Egg's too dominant when it's good.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Snorlax, S. Well, that might have been a bit fast. He's A at least.
Goat in 1.
Because in the first 2, he's God.
Yeah. 3.
In 3, he's really good. 4, he has, like, he can be used.
You can see it every now and then. Doesn't exist on 5 OU.
Technically, he was okay on 5 because he walled Latios and pursued it.
That's fair.
Some people actually used him on Sun. Dice, mainly.
Oh, I remember the Sun thing. Yeah, thick fat.
Yeah. And then Gen 6, he doesn't really do much. I don't even know what tier he's in.
It's just
Gen
lower
6.
tier rest talk shit, which is annoying, obviously, but...
And then he came back in 8 and was really annoying, right?
Huge vengeance in 8. Yeah, he's great in 8. I used him in my first, one of my first SPL Gen 8 games. Did great.
I feel like his lows make him automatically not S, but you probably put him... top of A. Like, ahead of Slowbro seems fair.
Yeah, true. Because if you run 2 gens, like, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Then Articuno, good in the first 2. Used to be good in Gen 3 until they fucking discovered the new sleep talk mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like NU for life. So I don't know. I guess you would put him at.
It's like a D or C. Like end of C is fine with me.
End of C is fine. I think I would put him ahead of Hitmonchan.
Okay. Okay.
He's got more upside. Zapdos.
A at least.
Oh, I want to say S so
I
bad.
kind of want to say S2 just off the rip. So 1.
Gen 1 he's great. Gen 2 he's basically God. Gen 3 he's basically God. Gen 4 he's amazing.
He's basically God in Gen 4 too. He's insane.
Yeah.
5.
Except he got to deal with Stealth Rock then. But Gen 5
he's still good in OU.
Gen 5 he was really important in OU for a time when Therian was running around.
Mm-hmm.
So
Disgusting
and then Gen 6 and 7 he comes back with a vengeance.
Dude, he's
so
S. He is S.
yeah, he's got to be S. I would even say ahead of Chansey.
I would say ahead of Chansey too. Just the way we talked about it just now, these last days. And
yeah,
and when it
his
comes
upside
back, it's
is
gonna
so
be
high.
insane too. Yeah.
Maybe you could even say ahead of. No, you can't say ahead of Starmie.
Yeah, I like Starmie's support, but yeah, you're right. Zapdos really has stayed so consistently S.
Yeah. Moltres has huge upside. In Gen 2, he 2 KOs Snorlax with Charcoal, Sunny Day, Fire Blast, which is insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
And Gen 3, he was discovered to be really good. Gen 4, like once his Stealth Rock hits, he goes down. But Gen 4 UU, he's amazing. Gen 5 RU, he's amazing. I think I remember something about Gen 6 RU, same deal. And then Gen 7, he had a niche in OU because he fucking Stealth Rocked on Heatran. So, or defogged on Heatran, sorry.
Yeah, the stall.
So I feel like he's almost got to be, and he's even good in Gen 1, so I feel like around Golem Rhydon-ish. Definitely better than Pinsir.
I feel like I'd put him in the middle of them too.
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay. D-Knight. Is this guy...
Actually, you know what I just realized? I think Rhydon might be better than Golem overall.
How you figure now?
It's just the first 3 generations he's good in OU.
True.
And he's
you think
he's
Rhydon
good in
explosion and spin?
He's good in whatever tier he ends up in. Way more than Golem is good in its respective lower tiers.
Do you think that outvalues Golem's spin, explosion, and Alolan forms? I'm just trying to think of its good qualities.
Probably because Rhydon is way better than it in Gen 1.
True.
I mean, people think that they're saying Pokemon, but
does the same shit.
Rhydon's just better. And in Gen 2, he's also really good. He's really important. And in Gen 3, he has huge upside where Golem doesn't do anything. He's better in Gen 4, better in Gen 5, better in Gen 6, and then Gen 7 he kind of loses, but he's also still amazing with Eviolite, so...
I'm with it.
Yeah, it feels like Rhydon's definitely better overall.
But, alright.
So I would... Yeah, that seems fair.
Alright, Dragonite. So this guy's got to be at least... He probably will just end up being A. There's no way you could ever just say Dragonite is an S ranker, I think.
I guess Gen 1 he has a thing.
Yeah, Gen 1 he's a thing.
Gen 2 he has a thing. Gen 3 he's kind of outclassed. Gen 4, once Mez got banned, he became great. Gen 5 he's the most unfair thing ever.
Yeah,
Sub-Roost,
I feel like he's underrated.
I don't know how that was never banned.
Sub-DD, bullshit. Banded, bullshit.
So stupid. So stupid.
Even DD long.
Gen 6, I feel he's underrated as hell.
He is underrated.
Weakness policy sweeps so many teams so easily.
It's just easy to ignore because you don't want to run HO much in 6, but is underrated.
Yeah, but pick your favorite Ferrothorn semi-stall team, and I'm willing to bet that Dragonite shits on it.
Yeah, that's a great point. The weakness policy, so easy to take a hit from Clef or whatever the case, thanks to multiple.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
7.
You have like a
you
DD as Clef switches in, you DD again, and you have a +4 Dragonite.
They even made that DD fly shit, which was good.
Oh, I forgot about that one. So yeah, and then Gen 7, I guess it kind of fell off because it's worse than Gyarados.
I actually quite like it in 7 with Z move.
Is it not just the worst Gyarados?
It's tough. Like you can consider it worse than Mence too, but I do think Roost matters a lot. It's really bulky. I like it in Gen 7.
Yeah. Do you think it's S?
No, it's not. I think it's A.
It's behind Snorlax.
I think
better than Slowbro,
Bro.
but
I think it's
worse
behind
than
Bro.
Really?
I think they're tied. Because Bro is so fucking good in 6 and 7, and Bro will be insane in 8 when Teleport comes out too. So I think they're the same.
Teleport Regenerator Slowbro sounds like the most unfair shit. That's gonna be bullshit. Ever. Jesus Christ.
But for that reason, I think
Slowbro is going to be on every team. I can't wait.
It is. But I like this.
So yeah, okay, I think that's probably fair.
Okay, I guess I just put Mewtwo at the top because like it's fucking
Mewtwo has to be the top.
Yeah, it's Mewtwo.
Gen 1 Mewtwo is more broken than any single Pokemon ever. It's more broken than Mega Rayquaza.
Jeez.
Like literally the only thing you can do is you throw your own Mewtwo at it and pray. I mean, you can pray with other stuff like Light Screen Chansey, but Mewtwo is the best answer to Mewtwo. And it was insanely. It was one of the best Ubers in every single generation.
And I got Ubers, obviously.
Yeah, and then Mew. It's gonna sound weird to say Mew is worse than Dugtrio, but it might be because how many gens is Dugtrio Uber? 4.
Think about Mew all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's
4
Uber.
Banned. So they're Uber in the same amount of generations.
Yeah,
and
the same amount.
Then Dugtrio has 2 more top tier generations.
Yeah, because Mew is not even OU in any of the gens.
Yeah, I mean he's good in OU, but he's not.
I agree with you. He's worse than Doug. And he's even the fact that he's banned makes him better than Gengar, but he's honestly not like as scary. Like Mew is not as scary as any of the Mons in S to me.
Right?
I don't even want to put him but he got banned, so it's kind of like.
No, I think you have to.
Yeah,
I mean, what Mew can do is like nothing else.
True.
And I mean, Taunt Wisp is uniquely stupid.
But I would say he is worse than Doug. I agree with you. Overall, Doug did more.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I like this list. Honestly,
Mewtwo, Dugtrio, Mew sounds so weird, but it really is the fairest.
I like it. I think our S rank is very true. I think our A rank is good too. We kept the guys pretty consistent. I'm pretty satisfied with this list, honestly. This was a lot of fun to do.
I think so too. I think you can't really. I mean, sure, you could split hairs, like Vileplume is better than Primate or something, but I think overall it's fairly accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's a long video. How long was this? Let me see.
Of course.
1 hour 30 minutes, guys. Definitely, please check out BKC. I'll link his channel. You guys see how knowledgeable he is about this game. You're definitely doing yourself a disservice if you're not checking him out, looking at his content. So go check him out. His link will be in the description. I'll probably be on his channel down the line as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know below what you think about this, your types of how you tier list these mons, and who knows, we might be back with Gen 2, Gen 3. I don't know. But until then, peace. All right.